What's up, y'all? It's your boy Jelly Roll, and this is Cat Country 107.3.
Man, if that singing thing doesn't work out, you could do this for a living.
Dude, I'm telling y'all, keep me in mind now if you ever need a co-host.
Joe's going to fire me. Don't say that. Don't say that.
The only problem is I don't think I could do mornings.
That's right.
It is really
Unless
early.
I stayed awake. I'm the opposite of a morning person.
Really?
I have the worst. I got to sing tomorrow morning at Fox and Friends, and I'm dreading it.
Really?
What time?
Oh, dude, the worst day of my year was Good Morning America. You know what I'm saying? It literally, the worst day of this year for me was Good Morning America.
So what's a normal wake up time for you? What are
2?
we looking at? 2? Fair enough.
Maybe 3 sometimes.
God
Today I
bless.
woke up early. I woke up at 1.
I'm
I'm scaling back for my morning show tomorrow.
You're training. You're in training. That's what you're
my
doing.
preferred schedule will be like 7 to 3.
All right.
Like sleep schedule.
All right, Jelly Roll. I've been doing this for 40 years. More than you've been alive, man.
Wow.
All right?
Goodness.
I'm counting on my hands today. Randy Travis, Alan Jackson, Garth Brooks, Morgan Wallen. These are the singers that within 2 songs to radio have been a star. You're number 5.
Isn't that nuts? Wild.
Yes, baby.
Yeah.
What elite company.
Yes.
God, that is awesome, dude.
You know, I was listening to you recently. You were talking with Lon Helton on the Country Countdown USA. And I realized you're not only a country music fan, you're a student of country music.
Oh, yes.
You know everything about country music.
Oh, dude, I'm almost a country music historian.
Have you always been like that? I know you've done the rock thing and still can do that, but were you always into country?
Yeah, country's my love. It's my listening. Like the other night, we got drunk on the bus, and I haven't drank a lot on this tour, but when I drink, I'd still drink. You know. I tell people I don't drink a lot, but when I drink a lot.
There you go.
And I kept the boys up till like 5 in the morning playing every Garth Brooks song they didn't know. Like, that's just my heart. It's just like country music. If I ever get in control of the auxiliary cord, which I guess those things are a stink now too. If I ever get the Bluetooth, you know, it's like it's always going straight country.
That's great. Who have been your heroes in your life?
Oh, that's a good one.
music-wise?
There's got to be a lot.
Goodness.
There's got to be a lot.
Bob Seger, James Taylor, Jim Croce definitely sit at the top of that list. Waylon, Willie, Merle, Garth. Garth probably taught me the most about. I've seen him live more than anybody. So like a lot of my show is derivative of the experiences I've had watching Garth. That's
great.
These were the guys that really did it for me.
So tell us what this last year has meant to your life. What kind of changes have happened because of what has happened?
What kind of changes? Goodness gracious.
He's like, where do you want me to
Man,
start?
I'm like, I don't even know where to start. But I mean, how about that? I'm casually talking about Good Morning America. It's like, you know, it's been the most the best way for me to describe it to people is the beginning of 2021, in March of 2021, which was 16 months ago, right? The first show I had on my books that year was at an 800-person club in Buffalo, New York. 16 months later, the fifth stop of my tour is in Buffalo, New York, 23,000 tickets. Insane. That's probably the easiest. So, I mean, you could imagine everything in my life has changed so dramatically.
Can you go anywhere without being recognized now?
Not really. I mean, certain areas, you know what I mean? If I go to like a really congested city area and they don't know much about country music, I'll sneak through a little bit. But even then, I guess I look like I do something. So people still are like, I get people to just assume. You know
I
what
know
mean?
that guy. I don't know where I know him, but I know
Was
him.
you on TV? You know what I'm saying? So.
But you're so great. You're so gracious, and you welcome it, and you never look annoyed. And you really did. It was like a whole just 180 for you so quickly. How do you deal with that? Like being able to just like kind of live a normal life, you know what I mean? But then now everybody knows you, even if they don't know you, like you just said. How do you just stay like such a chill guy with all of that?
Humility. I'm just so, you know, dude, like we get to change people's lives 3 minutes at a time. We get 3 minutes at a time. We have the ability to sit next to you on your worst day of your life, the best day of your life, your wedding day, when you're dancing. 3 minutes at a time, I get to share that with you. And in exchange, I'll never work a regular job. My kid will only work out of integrity, not necessity. And all you want to do is say what's up and take a picture. It's like, who the would I be? Excuse my language.
That's all right.
We're not live, are we?
No.
Okay.
If we weren't, we're not anymore.
And I just get sued.
Yeah.
But
We'll lose our jobs. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
I hate y'all.
You're good.
But it's like, who would I be not to take that picture? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it doesn't bother me at all, man. I think it's the coolest thing ever. And before that, nobody wanted a picture. I wasn't a super guy. I wasn't very approachable. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, a lot of people, I told Lexi, who y'all know is our radio rep that's here, it's like, I spent so many years, you know, not wanted, that being wanted is incredible. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like you
sure.
spend so much of your life like being a less than desirable human to be around, then people want to be around you because you become a better human. And it's just, you're humble because you're like, man, I remember when I was a horrible human and nobody wanted to be around me. So this is really cool that people want to be around me.
It's not even just music. That's like the 360 for you. It's
Yeah,
just
for
everything.
sure.
It's the whole entire story.
I tell people, Jason D. Ford changes. I'm just dragging Jelly Roll along, right? That poor guy don't know where we're going. It's just whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's, I've took him into some sketchy places, you know. So it's
I can't. I'm trying not to crack up every 5 words.
but
Oh my God.
you know, that's kind of my thing. I'm just trying to, you know, the man. I tell people the music didn't change, the man did. So of course the music would change with him.
So what have you learned over the last year or two?
There's still so many good people in the world. Man, I spent so much time thinking everybody was horrible humans. You know what I mean?
Right.
And just chip on my shoulder and mad. I was a big fat angry person. You know what I mean? You know, it's hard to be fat and angry. You know what I mean? It took a lot of energy.
He said it's a full-time job. Be bad at
But I've
angry.
learned that people are awesome. I've also learned that when the notorious Big, the prophet, said more money, more problems, he couldn't have been more dead on. You know what I'm saying? But it's every problem I ever prayed for.
We have a little studio audience here. They submitted some questions beforehand.
Yeah, can
I
we
eliminated most
throw
of them.
some of them at you?
Jennifer wanted to know where the name Jelly Roll came from.
Oh, my mother. Yeah, no, I was a chunky little butt. And I like jelly donuts, I guess, and she started calling me Jelly Roll. And do you know how long I had to fight for the real estate on Google from the pastry?
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm really upset that you said that because I was like, we were sitting here and everyone was like, what? All right, what does everyone want to ask Jelly Roll? And I was like, I want to ask him if he likes jelly donuts.
Yes.
I swear, you just stole my question for me, but now I know.
I love grape jelly.
There you go.
Strawberry jelly. Peach jelly. I feel like Bubba when he starts talking about shrimp scampi,
That means
shrimp souffle.
I know what to
what
bring
I'm
you if I
saying?
see you
Yeah,
at
for
Christmas
sure.
time at a show. I'll make you
I like a
jam then.
marmalade. I like a
There you
good
go.
jam. You know what I'm saying? I'm into it all.
He said equal opportunity for jams, y'all. Jelly and jams.
Susie wants to know, Whitsitt Chapel, where did that come from?
Oh, it's a little church I went to as a child. It's the childhood church of mine. I was 14 years old when I got baptized there. It's on a little country back road, about 100 people, man. It's 4 walls and 1 door and a pew. It goes pews to pit.
You don't forget stuff like that, do you?
You don't forget it, man. And my daughter started going to this little country church when she was 14 and asked to get baptized. So it kind of brought all those nostalgic
awesome.
feelings back.
Casey asked, apparently they're starting to book you as a headliner at some festivals already for next year.
Yes, sir.
What's that feel like?
Oh, man, dude. I just thought about it tonight when I was looking at the stage, and I was like, next year I get to bring the big get up. You know what I mean? I'm like, next year I get to bring the big get up. Because our thing is we just want to put on the best show we can. So.
Jelly Roll, we have our famous big 5 questions for you. Ready?
Oh, yeah.
What's the oldest thing you own?
Oh, goodness. The oldest thing I own is a 1964 Lincoln Continental.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Does it run?
Like
Oh,
I was
yeah.
gonna say, like the
Oh, no,
car?
I did it up. I did. It's
That's
gonna. I can't believe I'm saying this. A spoiler alert. I'm debuting it at the CMA Awards.
There you go.
Remember last year I brought my Cadillac
Cadillac,
out.
yep.
Yeah, this year I'm
Yep.
bringing my Lincoln
Awesome.
out. Yep.
Number 2, who would you like to sing with? You haven't had a chance to yet.
Goodness, Seeger is at the top of that list for sure, man. I just, not even sing with. I mean, just meet James Taylor. I just cried, Paul. Man, in country music, everybody but the really, really good singers. I don't want to sing with Shay Mooney. You know what I mean? Shay Mooney is too good of a singer to sing with. You know
From
what I
Dan
mean?
and Shay.
I love him. I love his music. He's a friend of mine. But if he ever asked me, Jay, you want to come sing a song with us? I'd say no. Absolutely. You're not going to embarrass me like that.
All right, number 3 is kind of out of left field, but everyone has one, and I'm sure you do too. What's a secret nickname you have for a neighbor? For example, in my past, I've called some of my neighbors without them knowing, Mr. Lawn Boy, the Crazy Cat Lady, the Walk of Shame Queen.
Yeah.
So what would be one of your secret names for a neighbor that doesn't know?
I don't think I can say it.
He said I already dropped the F-bomb once.
I was like, I already got in trouble in here.
But he has one.
I
That
will
means
say
he has
we're
one.
big nickname people in general. Like my wife, we I don't know why we name our dogs. They're good. She's just going to change their names every 6 months to whatever feels like that at
That's
that
because
moment.
it's all
Right.
it's all
That's right.
nicknames.
Yeah.
You never call your dog by what their actual name is.
Yeah, because our
Never.
dog's name is Bussy because he's Bussy the bus dog. Did y'all see my Basset Hound today? Has anybody
No.
seen my Basset
No,
Hound?
is he
I'll
walking
bring him
around
in here
here?
to say what's up. He's the best.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, but we call him the Bus Man, the young Bussinator.
By the hour. Changes by the hour.
All right, number 4. Who was your hero growing up?
Oh man, probably my father and my
Awesome
brothers.
answers, yeah.
Yeah, my father and my brothers, man, they were really hard working. We were when I look back at it, we were like poor, but
you
I
didn't know it.
never knew it.
No, of course
because
not.
I never really wanted for nothing. You know what I mean? He'd always figure out a way to make it happen. So I went back to my old neighborhood. I'm like, God, that house was that small? You know, it was crazy. But he was my hero for sure.
Number 5, as far as your career goes, do you have a mentor or somebody you look forward to for advice?
Oh, dude, man. Yeah, I got a mentor in my family that helps with all my financial decisions, but music business, I don't know if I can't, but, he'd probably say, no, man, but probably Brantley Gilbert. I call him and I probably call him with the most stuff.
Awesome.
You know what I mean? He's the guy that you can really call at 2 o'clock in the morning and go, hey,
Right.
man, you ever dealt with this? And he's like, yep, this single such and such with this, and he'll give you his rundown, and he's been a really good sounding board for me like that.
Jelly Roll, what does the world need to know about you that they don't know yet?
Oh, man, dude.
He's got story after story.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
there's
yeah, I
just,
got some
I feel like
stories.
just keep on coming. He's layers.
I will
Jelly
say
Roll's
this.
Layers.
Some of my favorite country music artists that are my friends have albums coming out this fall that I'll be featured on.
Awesome.
Oh, fun.
That's what I'll tease. I'll tease that there's some big albums coming out
Awesome.
later this year, and I'm on a few of them, and I'm really excited. Like some big players. It's going to be fun.
Look
I'm
at his
excited.
face. Did everyone see that face?
Yeah,
He got so
I'm
excited
excited.
about it.
I'm excited.
Jelly
There's
Roll, we
two
love
of them
you.
in particular that are fire.
Thanks for-
I
thanks
love
for-
you. Thanks
thanks
for
for
the
joining
time,
us on
brother.
Cat Country.
Sorry I was a couple minutes late. I was
No, you're on
finishing
time.
dinner.
You're on
No.
time.